Extreme Collectibles here, super excited. I just got this piece in. He's an older piece, but he still looks good. I wonder if she said that. But super excited because this is from one of my few guilty pleasures that I will actually share with you. This is from a film from the 1990s. And when I got him in, I was just blown away. And I wanted to do a review because while I was looking on whether I should buy him or not, I didn't find any reviews that I particularly liked. There's, I'm sure I didn't see them all. I'm sure there's some good ones out there. But so let's just jump right in. Extreme Collectibles here with Sideshow's premium format Rocketeer figure. This piece there were 350 of these made. I don't know what the original retail was, but they typically go for about $800 to $1,200 now. I was able to score this one for $680 shipped, so I was very excited about that. He came in standard small box because there's not much to him. The base is one piece. The character minus his head and the jetpack are another piece. And then he has the helmeted version that you see right here. And then also an unmasked version. And we're going to review both when we get to sculpt and paint. But I purchased him because, first of all, as I said, I love the movie Rocketeer. It's one of my guilty pleasures. While I watched it, I think it's boring as hell, but I always want to watch it every single time. Rocketeer is a film from 1991 made by Disney. It takes place during World War II. There's a big Axis Allies element to it. The heroine, Cliff Secord, I think his name was. He is a failed test pilot, and his girlfriend is Jennifer Connelly. Jennifer Connelly, did you guys know she's married to Vision? They've been married a long time, Paul or whatever his name is. And ironically, in the movie Beautiful Mind, her husband, Russell Crowe, her real husband in real life was his imaginary roommate. Kind of neat trivia. But anyway, Timothy Dalton, James Bond for 2 movies. He was the villain in this. And then they had that big guy. Remind me of Dick Tracy. Remember? Where's the rocket? That was spot on. I should do impressions. Anyway, so he finds a jetpack that actually makes him fly, and he becomes a hero. And he manages to blow up a blimp. So I may have spoiled a few things for you, but super excited to get this piece because there's so much going on here, and I'm just going to jump right into the concept and design. First of all, the base is almost a mix between kind of an aviation type scenario and kind of a 1940s premiere movie with the name of the movie right on the front. And I'm very excited to, just add this to my movie line. I have a few different pieces. I've reviewed the Blitzway by Sharon Stone. This may or may not go with it. I have Rocky, Conan, Blade, Crow, Terminator, quite a few others coming in. And one thing really quick on this, let me get the measurements. I love that the concept, it doesn't take up too much space. It's 12 deep, 10 wide, and a little over 19 tall. So you have the base here, then you have him kind of in an action/dynamic pose. He's got a classic 1940s pistol in his right hand. On the left hand, he's actually holding the trigger. If you've seen the movie, that's how he takes off, and that's actually his throttle. The harder he pushes, the faster it goes. He has both the masked and unmasked portraits here. He's ready to take off. The jetpack's on the back. Very, very cool pose. Very, very cool concept. I think Sideshow knocked it out of the park, and that's why I'm excited. Like I said, I didn't even know this piece existed, and I had to have it. So starting at the base, first of all, there's not a lot to it, but it's really cool. And sometimes simplicity is key, and that was the case here. First of all, as I talked about, it's kind of this mix between aviation and, kind of a movie premiere with the name etched into the front. And then a few lines for detail, and then it narrows into the back with a whole bunch of different copper, yellowish, blackish type colors mixed together. Very simple, but very well done. The character himself, there's a lot of mixed media going on. However, some of it is sculpted, starting at his boots, which are sculpted. Really good job on the boots. They did a great job with the sculpt, showing the folds and the lines and the tread and the laces. It looks really, really good. It's also very movie accurate, which I like. And then the tones look really good too. It's this darker leatherish color, so browns and blacks to really make it pop. His pants are mixed media, however, they look really good. And there's you can pose them a little bit different. You obviously can't take them off at all, but it looks really, really good. It almost looks like saddlebag pants. But I like the color, I like the design. And then his jacket, leather jacket, is actually mixed media as well. And it's very, again, very movie accurate, which I like. The colors look good, and obviously I don't know how old this figure is because I bought it secondhand, but it's not fading or anything like that. And then same thing with the backpack that's holding on the rocket. So not the rocket itself, but the backpack. The straps look good. There's some rivets in there, some good tone, some good color on that mixed media piece. And then speaking of the rocket is phenomenal. It's one of the stars of this show. Again, very movie accurate. There's a lot of rivets in there. There's some wires down by the thrusters. Some good different coloring on the plates below to show the black that has come out. One of the really cool parts about this is there's a little Easter egg here. There's the gum. He used some gum to patch up the rocket in the movie, and it's on there. I love how they didn't miss that detail. His gloves look excellent. They are sculpted. They did a good job with the texture of the gloves, with the coloring. His gloves are kind of strapped on with little buckles. I really like the job they did on those. And then you can see his gun. Again, a lot of little detail right in there. Then looking at his mask portrait, first of all, very, very cool. I like how it's not shiny and new, so it's definitely shown the wear that he's been using it and flying around. It's very, very movie accurate. It just pops. It looks like a bug just like it did in the movie. And there's the coppers and some browns and some blacks to kind of offset the newness, the shininess it should have with the rudder in the back. Then his unmasked portrait, I'm not a fan of. It looks very Disney-ish, which it is Disney-ish. Almost looks like a Ken doll. There's a little bit of likeness that you do see in here, and the colors aren't, from the character in the movie. The colors aren't bad, but there's not really a lot of definition, and it just looks too Disney Prince to me. So let me know your thoughts on this piece. Let me know your thoughts on the movie. It's such a cool piece to have. I'm so excited I got it for such a good deal. And those statues that you're excited about getting, and then you open and they meet your expectations, some exceed your expectations, and then some don't meet your expectations. Wolf Slayer. And but right here, this exceeded my expectations. So happy I got it. Really appreciate you watching. Please subscribe. Please shoot me your comments. Please give me a like. And take care. Thanks so much.